All this business reminds Henry of the 1900s when people sold fake cures for tuberculosis. After running a bunch of tests, Henry discovers that Eterna uses cheap compounds to cut corners. Joe also does research and learns that Gardner is using a fake name. He has no medical training, and he used to run a clinic in which many people died. They go to see Gardner at his house, where he's having a pool party. He explains he doesn't make Eterna, he only sells it, which Henry believes because he doesn't have the training. While Gardner changes into proper clothes to leave with them, Henry meets one of the patients and notices she's having memory problems. Suddenly they hear Gardner scream and run to check on him, only to find him killed by a stab wound. The injury is very exact and made by a scalpel, which means the killer has medical training. Later at the morgue, Henry confirms that Gardner's brain was also being affected by Eterna. The compound is filled with prions from infected tissue, which means the patients are drinking human brains. Joe and Henry confront his co-worker Lucas, who confirms 12 bodies have disappeared from the morgue. Lucas shares his routine from the last week to find any holes, and they quickly realize the only person with access to the bodies is the ambulance driver. The cops rush to surround the guy and find him with a body in the ambulance. During interrogation, the driver swears he's making Eterna, but Henry doesn't believe him because he lacks the knowledge and training. When the police find the clinic's list of patients, Henry is shocked to see Abe on it. He rushes home to comfort him, and Abe explains he doesn't want to be young, he just worries how Henry will manage without him. He didn't take Eterna because it was too suspicious, but he met the chemist who made it. He describes the chemist to the police, and a search of her face in the system reveals she's the sister of a morgue employee and Gardner's girlfriend. Later, Abe sees the chemist on the subway and calls Henry to tell him he'll follow her. The cops rush the station and Henry finds her first, so she explains she didn't know Eterna was hurting people. Gardner got it from her after he threatened to send her back to her home country. It wasn't her decision to use cheap ingredients either, that was also Gardner. She's feeling lots of guilt and wants to self-delete, but Henry stops her and closes the case. At a fancy party in a museum, Gloria insults most of the guests. When she walks down a corridor, she notices someone following her. Moments later, the police are examining her dead body.